Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Today I'll be talking about fasting. And I know when you first think of fasting, you may not always think about biblical fasting, what that really looks like. And you just think of, oh, not eating or just trying to lose weight or whatever you want, whatever comes to mind for you. But I want to talk about biblical fasting and what that looks like. So I'm going to read from Matthew chapter 6, verses 16 through 18 says, "And when you fast, don't make it obvious as the hypocrites do, for they try to look miserable and disheveled, so people will admire them for their fasting. I tell you the truth, that is the only reward they will ever get. But when you fast, comb your hair and wash your face. Then no one will notice that you are fasting except your Father, who knows what you do in private, and your Father who sees everything will reward you." I'm reading from the NLT version. And so people misunderstand that when you fast, you should be, well, no, you can fast for other things, you can fast, but when you fast with the of doing biblically, people should understand that you're doing it not for other people, not for yourself, but for the Lord. People fast to, if you feel disconnected, if you feel, you know, not forgotten, because you're not forgotten by God, but if you have that feeling, then some people fast and say, "Lord, I'm giving up the thing I need to live for you. Show me something." And so that's a good way of going into fasting. And you gotta have that mentality of, "Lord, give me the strength and the energy I need for this, so that I can go to church, I can go to school, and people won't ask me, oh, you look tired, or you look, whatever, is everything okay?" Because if you're able to, because the Lord will give you the strength you need to get through your day. And, it's going to be difficult because I've only done and this wasn't for this particular reason. This was just to lose some weight. I've done a 3-day fast and I was miserable by the end. Like, I was tired, I was drained, I was ready to eat. And so I feel like when it comes to fasting, you have to realize, okay, where's that boundary where I can share about it, but I'm not going to take glory for it. That's an example I just did. Was I mentioned a 3-day fast, but I didn't say, oh, I did this for, this reason, or, look at me, I'm awesome because I did a 3-day fast, which really isn't that hard. For me it is, but for a lot of people it isn't. But yeah, it's just the idea of, okay, Lord, if you're going to go up and talk about fasting or your own experiences with fasting, just ask the Lord to help you speak with ask the Lord to speak in a way, to give you the ability to speak in a way that you're not taking credit for it and it goes to his honor, to his glory. That's the best thing you can do, is ask, "Lord, just give me the words I need to glorify you and you alone." And so one thing that people also misunderstand is how between a man and a woman, between a husband and wife, biblical speaking, having a man and woman, their sexual relationship with each other is such a beautiful thing. The truth is, God made sex to be a beautiful and amazing thing that was created so that God could, now I say this, God created sex between a man and a woman and for them two to have a sacred thing between them. The truth is, fasting should be your sacred thing with God. Fasting should be your sacred thing with God. Be like, "God, I'm fasting for you and you alone. I'm not fasting for others. I'm not fasting for myself. I'm doing it for you." And so it should be a sacred thing, like between you and your wife. That sexual relationship should only ever be between you and your spouse. It's a sacred thing that a beautiful thing that comes from God and from the Bible. And that's the same with fasting, is that when you fast, it should be a sacred thing that is for you and God alone. It's your time to connect with God. It's your time to reach out and really call on the Lord. Big Lord, I'm giving up the thing I need to live, to have energy throughout my day for you. And people misunderstand that. People miss that part. And it's so sad. And so I just figured this is something that the Lord called me to just kind of share about. But anyways, no, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night or day. For me, it's night. If you're in Pennsylvania, it's night. God bless you guys. If there's anything else that you guys want me to talk about, please leave in the comments and have a good rest of your night.